Welcome back, guys, to Golden Sun the Lost Age, where last episode we met with Lumpa, talked more about alchemy and the outside world to him, as well as wondered where Piers got to after he started to mourn his mother, but now he's gone. We head to the throne room now with an invitation to see the King Hydros, so let's go up there and hope there's some kind of shop, please. He's still in chambers with Lord Conservato. Why is he granting them entrance? I don't know. Lord Conservato holds the most power in Lemuria after the king. I don't think he'll take kindly to the advice of outworlders like these. Well, that's mean. I can read your mind, you know, which is kind of rude, to be honest. Especially considering you can sense this stuff. But there's someone up over here. I don't think there's a... actually, reveal. Okay, that's not a movable point. We can't jump up on that. The Senate holds King Hydros in poor regard because he favours Lumpa's wisdom over their own. I think that's a better way to do it. I trust the king. His Majesty is wrong. The fault lies with Lumpa, not with him. Okay. And we can't jump that side either, so that's interesting to check out here, but let's head back in. And finally get to our throne room meeting. Well, another guard to talk to, and a guard that wants to interject, it seems. You are Lord Felix, correct? Lord, why thank you. It would seem the warriors of which you spoke have arrived. So it would, your highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There is no need. Lumpa, let us go to them. Hydros, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome. Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba, Jenna, Felix, and Craden. Craden is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition. Ah, Craden! Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, your highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent Piers to confirm this for me. So you admitted, Hydros. You violated the directive of the Senate. You used the tidal wave as your chance to send Piers away, despite our commands. You're incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservato, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have Piers confirm? This map shows the ancient world, when Lemuria still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly. And this is the map Lumpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. I use this map to sail around the world. It is quite accurate. Incredible! You understand, Craden? What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane! It's not insane. It is true. Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lumpa's map are clearly smaller. Lies! Nothing but lies! What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect will believe such nonsense? If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Piers, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found, in truth, that Lumpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lumpa's map. What are you saying? Time itself has stopped. Think of Wayard as a living, breathing being, possessing its own life force. The 4 elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Kraden, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has said to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Wayard prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being had only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Wayard is wasting away. Its continent's shrinking because its spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive. Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus Lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? Well, by the sound of it, we save the world. You know that it could bring about the destruction of the world, and yet you did it anyway? My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons. I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by, knowing as I do that the world will wither and die if we do not act. This is madness, Hydros. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Piers out again? I will go, Lord Conservato. Felix has need of my power. Then go, Piers, but if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our lords? Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through this madness. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I have already heard of this problem from Piers. Ooh, magical chest appears from the ground. This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful synergy. Seems to. You are not certain?
It is a synergy that we Lemurians are unable to lose. I understand you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Felix? If we include peers in our numbers, we have one adept for each of the 4 elements. At least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains.
King Hydros believes the item can only be used by one who wields Synergy of the Earth.
If I am not mistaken, it is the powerful synergy we call Grind. If you master this synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore.
With Grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea.
Go, brave adepts! By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more.
That synergy is quite powerful. It can only be trusted to a very few people. As His Highness has given it to you should illustrate how great his expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger. We are counting on you, Felix. Come rejoin us, peers, as we look to gain ourselves another synergy. We checked the chest, and we got the grindstone, and luckily I don't have to chuck something from my inventory just now because there was one smoke bomb that I chucked just before. So, only wielded by one with the power of earth, you say, bestows grind when equipped? Well, I'll equip that indeed. And then we'll see where it takes us, but for the time being, is there anything else to check round here? After all, we can head up, but it seems you're heading to not fire. Not fire, just even higher. But not fire. Alright, nothing to see here, but something to read maybe. Felix searched the bookcase. It's a book called The Diary of Hydros.
Piers is most definitely still alive. I pray for a safe return.
That's a very in-depth diary there. Alright, there doesn't seem to be anything special up here in the meantime, unless that's another door right next to it, but no. Ooh, the map kind of sketched out a little bit there. Can I sleep in your bed a little bit? I mean, it's a bit rude, but I'm a bit injured. I need some PP back. Right, so we've got grind. Now it's just time to chat. It doesn't seem like there's a single shop here in Lemuria, so if I want to pick up anything, I'm going to have to go find a shop, sell everything, and come back. You must sail to the Western Sea. Do not worry about Lemuria. Ignite the elemental beacons. Conservato lacks the conviction to discuss these matters with the people of Lemuria. I'm sure he does. His Majesty has come to this decision on his own without the counsel of his advisors. This is why I must remain by his side and support his decision.
Do not listen to Conservato. We cannot let the world wither and die. Go, brave adepts. By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. My people may not desire change, but I cannot let that stop me. I do this not for myself, but for all those yet to be born throughout Wayard.
Indeed, sir. Well, it's very nice of you to be thinking of us like that. I think I overheard something I shouldn't have. I'll forget everything. Yeah, I thought you were kind of like listening. The actions of King Hydros are treasonous. They betray the will of his people. Really? Really?
Lord Conservato seemed very angry. Maybe that's why he called for a Senate meeting. Oh no.
So the anti-king sentiment has shot up a ton, it seems. The Senate is in session. So should we barge in on it? That would be quite an interesting little scenario. Well, we can't pick up any of the goodies as of yet. We can't even throw more stuff into the pond to get ourselves even more goodies, which is a bit of a shame, really. What we need is somewhere to store some items or something like that, or we're going to have to sell stuff like the class items, the Omega Ferricon and stuff like that. The door is locked. It sounds as if there's a raucous caucus going on inside. A raucous caucus, you say? Okay, then. Well, it seems the only thing I can do now is leave. I cannot claim items. I cannot do anything apart from get back on the ocean waves and then pop back here in the future, I guess. If there is an easy way back, considering the fact that Lord Conservato has been going like, no, you cannot come this way. Is this the way I'm going? Hopefully I'm not fully banished, otherwise I'm missing these items here. Well, the same, let's head back to the boat. And see where it does take us. So if grind is supposed to get us out, then surely there, you know, we must be able to use it for other things as well. Well, Kraden, you've already taken over at the front of the boat here, so let's talk.
Felix, are we setting off now?
Indeed we are.
Then to sea we go!
Piers? Yes, Sheba? What is it? Something I've been meaning to ask you. Something I have to ask you.
Ask me, Sheba.
You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you really?
Is that your question, Sheba? It's not important.
It is to me. If you're much older than us, then I'm afraid we've not shown you the proper respect.
She's got her point.
Don't worry about such things. Please, treat me as you have all along.
No, that won't do. You have to tell us.
What? Come now. This is silly. No, Piers, tell me.
You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me?
Come on, Piers. You can tell us. How old are you really?
This had nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you? Yes, I do. I want to know how old you are.
Hee Ha ha!
Oh ho ho! I knew it! Come on, Felix!
Can't you get them off my back?
Yeah, I just don't talk. You're in this too, aren't you, Felix? I've had it with your conspiracies. I will not tell you! But I wanted to know. Also, you kind of took me way past where I wanted to be there, because we easily drifted past a nice section over here. How old are you, Piers? Tell us! Tell us. If we've got ourselves grind, we may as well put it to use. If this is going to work here. Pulverize large objects. If you can do that, then yes, it's a pretty powerful thing. That said though, can I really go here yet again without getting rid of some items first? So, you never know what we might find. I guess it's time to go get to a shop as fast as possible, really. We'll come back here. Let's see if there's another way out. We definitely pulverized it. We definitely want back in. But in the meantime, let's look around, eh? Well, it's back into the Sea of Time for us by the look of it, but we definitely saw more things to pulverize along the way, so I don't think grinding these is going to prove me that much goodness. Let's just point to principle, really. Let's just grind it away, but this is a path here. We saw this earlier, so there might be goodies down this way as well. Okay, let's keep on keeping on and wonder what is going on here. Because what I'm hoping for, considering the Sea of Time is so big and long, and what I'm suspecting is a shortcut way out. Right, so this opened up a path, but which path did it open? It seems this gussed me some way. So that pushed me out, did it? I guess that I can enter from different bits to get forward instead? Ah, so lovely shortcut has been set. If we didn't have grind, however, we would not have been able to get through. How did I miss this point before, this entry bit? I guess we didn't really check out the Sea of Time all that well, really. So where to head apart from that? Now that we've got somewhere like grind, we could maybe check out over here, because this is covered in reef, but to be honest, to not allow me any way in whatsoever, it would be a bit weird. Let's put it that way. Plus, we've got ourselves the Gondowan Cliffs over here, and we could definitely pulverize something there. But first of all, let's go get ourselves to a shop and back, eh? So after selling a bunch of items to make some space, we now have ourselves 15 inventory slots once again, selling stuff such as the Laughing Fungus and like the class cards and other stuff like that. I sold all our nuts, in fact, because we can get quite a bit more from the fairies if we really want some. I sold all our herbs because we've got potions, mist potions and other stuff like that, plus our healing is generally quite good. We haven't needed to use any, so space has been made. The class items can be bought back. Stuff like that, though I still have the bow, and though I'm not exactly sure how much use that is. So we've come back to Lemuria to get ourselves whatever these items are. Probably items I need to get rid of once again. So there's one over here, which is Stardust, so that's forgeable. That's going to earn me some cash, maybe. Maybe, just a bit. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Right, apart from that, is there... No, I'm not trying to scoop the dog. That was where we got the bone. I'll just scoop the dog up for some reason there. Right, is there an item here? No. Slow down! Oh, I think there is an item over here somewhere, isn't there? That we discovered on our jaunt through. We got ourselves a lucky medal, another one to chuck into the middle of a pot. Maybe I should do that and chuck loads of them in. Maybe I should do that
in between this episode and the next, but I think there's another one over here and we haven't checked out what's down this growth path yet. Because of course, there was no real point in going before. And we got ourselves a rusty sword, so that's 2 rusty weapons to our name now. I guess we've got ourselves a reason to visit Sunshine yet again, that's for sure. Let us cast growth then, it seems, as a whole. So let's switch over. Trade no problem. Growth is the ability we want to cast. As the vine goes downwards, what will we find? Well, that's an interesting bit of vine itself. We've got Scoop on the shortcut here, so let's quickly change that to Mind Read yet again. Change these back, maybe. Oh, wait for me. Hello, cow. You're going to say moo, but I want to learn more. Lemurians are so lazy that they made me look like a dynamo. And they live so long. Do they not make you have the same water as well, then? Right, apart from that. Oh, the slowdown. What else is going on? Well, there's a section of grass here. Maybe casting Cyclone will reveal more than what we just revealed there. A little bit of item hunting yields nothing right there. There's some other ones, though, to check out. Well, there's a patch for you. Though no, not a single thing shows up on reveal, so probably nothing really to find at all. Let's combine slowdown with slowdown here. Okay, we got ourselves a hard nut, I'd have to say that is. So they don't show it with reveal, do they? Well, a hard nut is given to Jenna. And so we've got ourselves a boost in defense yet again. Used to who? Well, it's usually the lowest defense at the time, which is actually nearly Felix at this point. That's probably due to items, as Sheba takes another defense up. Lovely, lovely defense. So with that said and done, we finally claim the items here. And now we get back on the ways. Where should we go next? Well, we got that secret path that we unveiled using our grind synergy. We've got the Gondawan Cliffs. Maybe we'll check out that island very high up that's completely ringed. We also need to visit Sunshine and get some blacksmithing done. So, questions. Which way next? Join me next episode to find out. I think I'll throw some stuff in a pool in the meantime. Bye-bye.